If you are looking to buy a new pre-built PC and you want one of the latest Nvidia GPUs in the 4000 Super series, this video is going to be for you. I will show you the best pre-built gaming PCs with these new Nvidia GPUs, and I will also tell you the level of performance that you will get in different resolutions. That way you understand the performance that you are getting if you end up buying one of these. By the way, all the links to these pre-built PCs will be down below in the video description. With that being said, let's start. With the first PC, we have my favorite in terms of price to performance in the AVS Flax Aqua Gaming PC. This one is from Amazon and it has the i5 14400F, which is a very nice mid-range CPU alongside the RTX 4070 Super. The RTX 4070 Super is actually one of the best 1440p GPUs out there that you can also use for 1080p ultra high FPS. I will show you the level of performance in a second, but before doing that, I want to say that this PC also comes with 32 gigs of DDR5 memory at 6000 MHz and a 1TB NVMe SSD. Now, in terms of performance, on the latest test from TechSpot on a 12-frame average at 1440p ultra settings, and we are talking about high demanding titles such as Cyberpunk 2077, Starfield, or games like Alan Wake 2, the RTX 4070 Super was able to average 108 FPS, which is a very high number considering the type of games that you are playing. If you lower the resolution to 1080p, the 4070 Super was able to average 146 FPS. Amazing performance. So you can safely say that with this system you can play at 1440p ultra settings, and you can also get a 240Hz 1440p monitor if you want to play esports shooters such as Valorant, CS2, or games like Fortnite. The total price is $1,400, which in my opinion is a very good price for a pre-built PC with this type of components, but I must say that there's only one left in stock, so when you're watching this video, maybe it's out of stock. In that case, I will leave an alternative gaming PC that's going to perform the same. Moving up a tier, we have the Omega 2 from Skytech. This one is $1,870, so much more expensive, and it's the upgraded version of the ABS system I've mentioned before. You get the same RTX 4070 Super, so in terms of GPU demanding games, for example Cyberpunk 2077, you will not see a big gaming difference, but here you get better quality components in the CPU, which you get the Ryzen 7 7700X, which is a faster CPU than the i5 14400F, and it's much more upgradable over time because you are on the AM5 platform. So if down the line you want a new CPU from AMD, you will be able to upgrade without having to upgrade the entire motherboard. On top of that, you get a 360mm all-in-one liquid cooler, which is a total overkill for this Ryzen 7, but if down the line you decide to go with a more beefy CPU, then this will be a huge factor. You also get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, and here you get a 1TB NVMe Gen 4 SSD, and as I said before, overall better quality components. So if you want a PC that's going to deliver the same 1440p gaming performance, but is better in terms of CPU performance, so if you play CPU demanding titles such as Flight Simulator or you play Fortnite on low settings, this PC is going to be a much better option, but of course you have to pay the premium. With the next system, we have a better PC in terms of performance in the AVS Stratos Ruby gaming system. This one has the same Ryzen 7 7700X. You get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory at 6000 MHz, which is amazing not only for gaming but also for streaming and multitasking and also productivity work. You get a 1TB NVMe SSD, and here you get the RTX 4070 Ti Super. The 4070 Ti Super is about 17% faster in terms of performance than the 4070 Super, and you get 16 gigs of VRAM instead of 12, making it not only a great option for 1440p ultra settings but also for 4K resolution, where if you want to use ray tracing at 4K resolution, in some games you will be using more than 12 gigs of VRAM. On the same 12-frame average that I've mentioned before at 1440p ultra settings, the 4070 Ti Super was able to average 124 FPS, and going up in resolution to 4K, the 4070 Ti Super was able to average 70 FPS, which means that you will get a very smooth gameplay at 4K, especially considering that this is ultra settings on high demanding titles with no DLSS on. If you turn on DLSS, which if you're new to PCs, this is the upscaler technology from Nvidia, you can achieve higher FPS and the image quality is going to be great. So this PC is very nice for people who want the best experience at 1440p and you are considering to upgrade to 4K resolution down the line. The price is $2,000, so in my opinion, it's actually a fair price for a PC like this one. And just like before, if you want the same PC but the upgraded version, then I would recommend you buying the O11 Dynamic from Skytech. This one has the same 4070 Ti Super, 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, but here you get a Ryzen 7 7800X3D, which is one of the fastest CPUs in the market. market. So if you play high CPU demanding titles or you want to play competitively in FPS shooters at 360 plus FPS on average, this PC is going to be ideal for you. But here you are paying $2,300, so $300 more than you would pay for the AVS system. So it really comes down to your favorite titles and your FPS target. And then with the best one on the list, we have the Prism 3. This one is $2,800 and you get the Ryzen 7 7800X3D, once again the fastest CPU in the market, a 420mm all-in-one liquid cooler, totally overkill. But again, if down the line AMD releases a new CPU that's more beefy, requires more power, and you want it, this CPU cooler is going to be enough. Here you get 2TB of Gen 4 SSD instead of 1TB, and the most important part, the GPU, you get the RTX 4080 Super, which is about 38% faster in terms of rasterized performance than the 4070 Super, and about 20% faster on average than the 4070 Ti Super. On that 12 game average at 4K resolution, the 4080 Super was able to average 85 FPS, so 15 FPS more than the 4070 Ti Super on average, and at 1440p it was able to average 145 FPS, which is 21 FPS more on average than the 4070 Ti Super. This is in my opinion one of the best high-end computers that you can get for 4K resolution if you do not want to go over $3,000. If you have more money and you just don't care about how much you spend, then sure, you can get a PC with the RTX 4090, and in that case I highly recommend you watching my video on the best pre-built PCs of the month for every budget and every resolution. There you will have PCs that are more expensive and also gaming systems that are cheaper in case you have a different budget. You will have that video in the top right of the screen. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about the new RTX 4000 Super series, and I will see you on the next one.